President Trump continued his marathon briefing today, cracking some jokes and dropping his own bomb.
By the way, so many questions. Should we keep this going, Pam? This is the opposite of Biden. Biden would take a half a question and he'd leave without answering it. Go ahead.
On Iran.
You tell me when it gets boring, okay?
On Iran, if the intelligence reports conclude that Iran can enrich uranium to a level that concerns you, would you consider bombing the country again?
Without question, absolutely.
No hesitation. And despite the fact that he's not backing down on Iran, the president said they're still willing to talk.
Mr. President, are you concerned that the Iranians may have some enriched uranium at Pickaxe Mountain?
No. The last thing they're thinking about right now is enriched uranium. They're not thinking about what they want to do is they want to get back to life, and they do want to meet me, and we'll do that quickly. We're going to do it quickly.
Here to weigh in is Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson. Senator, in a 53-47 vote, the Senate just rejected a Democratic-led bid to block Trump from using further military force against Iran just hours after the president said he would consider more bombing. What's your take on all this?
Well, first of all, I completely agree with President Trump that we can never allow the Ayatollahs in Iran to become a nuclear power. So I appreciate his bold decision, not an easy decision, not risk-free, but it definitely set back Iran. It's unfortunate the Ayatollahs, they simply refuse to peacefully coexist, which is such a tragedy for the Iranian people, because I do not believe they like living under the thumb of such a brutal regime. And it would be nice if they would cooperate, if they would negotiate and allow unfettered inspections so that we could assure ourselves that they will never become a nuclear power. With Iranians, you can't trust them. You just have to verify, and you're going to have to keep them in check.
Obviously, there are a lot of people in your party and across the conservative spectrum who are and many of whom are Trump supporters, who are very eager not to get into another protracted foreign war. How confident are you that President Trump can avoid that?
I think President Trump is the president in my lifetime the least likely to get us into a long-term foreign entanglement. I'll never forget when Iran knocked down one of our drones. Everybody was beating the drums of war, saying you have to retaliate. The 12th hour, President Trump asked the relevant questions. Okay, how much did that drone cost? A couple $1 million. How many people are going to get killed in the retaliation? A few hundred. He said, it's just not worth it. And he backed down. I thought that took courage. That was the right decision to make. So again, he wants peace. I mean, isn't it great to have a president who is focusing on peace? Sometimes he maybe overstates how easy it is to achieve peace. It's not. You've got to take some tough decisions. He's willing to make those tough decisions, but it's that strength that he's showing that it's probably our best assurance for peace.
Yeah. And of course, if you recall, when he made those comments back then and noted that the drone that Iran shot down was unmanned, of course, the press pounced on him and ridiculed him, claiming that somehow he didn't realize that drones were unmanned. No, the point was he was doing the math in his head. How do you feel, how confident are you that the bombings that we saw over the weekend actually accomplished what they were supposed to accomplish?
Well, we had a secure briefing. I can't really reveal everything, but first of all, I am comforted by the competence of President Trump's national security team. An excellent briefing by Secretary of State, by the general. Just a really good briefing. Listen, extensively damaged. I don't think they ever thought they could take out all the enriched uranium, but they've set back their nuclear program, no doubt about it. Now we have to keep tabs on them. We have to verify. Again, open ourselves up to negotiation, see if the Ayatollahs will come to their senses. I'm hoping, quite honestly, that they do. If they don't, I'm hoping the Iranian people, in such a weakened state, might rise up and replace them.
Senator Ron Johnson, thank you so much for joining us.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.